Welcome. I'm Jonathan Acuna. In this exclusive training, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from complete AI beginner to a certified AI consultant in just 90 days. I'm going to break down the exact roadmap that's taken my students from I barely know ChatGPT to building multi-agent automation systems that land them the first client in 90 days. Let's dive in. Most people start on the left side. They know how to use ChatGPT, but they played around with Claude. They think they're good at AI because they can write a decent prompt, but here's the brutal truth. That doesn't pay the bills. You're struggling with automation concepts, you're buying more subscriptions, you have zero coding experience, you're working 80 hours a week because you're doing everything manually, you're dependent on others to build tech for you, and you're just a basic prompt user in a world that's moving faster to AI agentic systems. Now, moving to the right side, after 90 days in this program, you're a completely different person. You're building multi agent AI systems, not just using ChatGPT. You're orchestrating multi AI agents to work together. Each one is a knowledge expert. You're building your agentic team. You're creating production grade automations with NAN that replace entire teams. You're writing Python and JavaScript. And yes, even if you've never written a single line of code before, you're building content automation pipelines that generate leads while you sleep. You're orchestrating MCP agents with Notion databases. And most importantly, you can walk into any room, talk to any AI developer or AI expert, and hold your own. That's not just a skill upgrade, that's a complete identity shift from task executor to AI consultant. And that's exactly what we're building in this program. So, how do we make this transformation happen? Let's break down the exact structure. This is a 90-day intensive program, not a 6-month course you'll never finish, not a year-long commitment. 90 days, 3 months to go from beginner to landing your first client as a certified AI consultant. You get 36 one-on-one coaching sessions with me, not group calls where you're fighting for attention, not pre-recorded videos, live, personalized 60-minute sessions where we're building together, screen sharing, troubleshooting your specific business. 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever schedule works for you. This is structured learning. You're not drowning in content. You're building, implementing, and mastering one concept at a time. Every session is recorded, so even if you miss something you want to review, it's all there. This isn't a course. This is a certification program with one-on-one coaching. That's a massive difference. Now, before we go any further, let me be straight about you with who this is for and who this is not for. Here's what you must have on the left-hand side. You need to be on a Mac. Why? Because 90% of the tools we use, especially when we get into the developer level stuff, work seamlessly on a Mac OS. You need to know how to navigate folders, install apps, change basic settings. This is just basic computer literacy. You need to be comfortable with multiple browser tabs and basic computer typing speed. We're going to be writing prompts, building workflows, working across multi-tools simultaneously. You kind of need multiple screens, one that you could reference and one that you're working on too. But even if you don't have any of that, we're going to build you from the ground up and show you exactly what tools, software, and hardware to invest in so that you get that competitive advantage. So you're using the right tools to get an insane competitive advantage. On the right-hand side, here's what you don't need, and this is important. You don't need any coding experience. We're going to teach you Python, JavaScript, APIs, but AI is going to write most of the code for you. You just need to understand it. You don't need a computer science degree. You don't need a technical background. You don't even need to be good at math, and you don't need any prior automation experience. I've taken people who couldn't even spell API and turned them into AI consultants building full stack automation systems in 90 days. Time commitment is roughly 7 to 10 hours per week. That's it. 3 hours for coaching sessions, another 4 to 7 hours of practicing, building, implementing. You're going to get addicted to the building. It is so fun using these automations. You have an army of AI agents at your bidding to build websites, to build apps, to build full automations that you press a button and more work gets done in an hour than most people do in a week. This is not a full-time bootcamp. This is designed for working professionals. If you could commit 7 to 10 hours a week for 90 days, you could become a certified AI consultant, period. Let me introduce Raymond, who came into the program as a basic ChatGPT user. And now, 90 days later, he's showing off in his Capstone project, his LinkedIn automation app, but then he goes above and beyond and builds in the automation for 4 different businesses all in this one app.
So when you log in,
Yep.
this is my screen now, which I kind of like. It's really I'm getting the whole picture of what's going on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
here it's broken down by brand, and then up here is the whole system wide, right?
Nice. You can see the
Uh,
pending. That's helpful.
exactly. And then here I just go into my quick actions. So like when I go to content queue, here I can see what's going on. I have a little legend up here. So if
Hmm.
it's not me, somebody else, they can know exactly what all of this means. You know what I mean? To debrief.
Yep.
So that all works pretty well. Um,
Solid. Solid. What you're looking at right now is the student's second capstone project, and this is where things really clicked. Instead of using ChatGPT like a single chatbot, he built an entire AI organization inside of ChatGPT. He created multiple AI agents, and each with a specific role, and then passes work to each other just like a real executive team would. So instead of one assistant, he now has a personal board of advisors. He now has a CEO agent for high level strategy, a chief of staff agent for coordinating everything, managers that oversee execution, and specialized agents for different departments and business functions. Whenever he wants to delegate a task, think through a decision, or just bounce ideas around, ChatGPT automatically assembles the right advisors for the job. It's like walking into a boardroom, but the boardroom lives inside ChatGPT. What makes this even more powerful is that every conversation is personalized to him. Whether it's a project or custom GPT, his AI agents know who he is, they know his business, they know his goals, and they know how he thinks. So no matter where he's working inside the app, he can instantly call his AI team, and it all works seamlessly on his phone, on his computer, anywhere he is. This isn't just using AI for prompts, this is building an operating system for thinking, deciding, and executing, with AI agents working together behind the scenes. And this was built by a student. All right, let's break down the curriculum month by month. Starting with month one is all about foundations and what I call the four wise men. See, here's the reality. Most people try to learn AI by jumping straight into automations and coding, and they fail. Why? Because they don't have a foundation. They're struggling to go beyond just basic prompts. There's so much more into these AI tools, and each of these tools is different. First, we're going to build a digital operating system. You're going to set up a digital notebook and a task manager so that you could build a digital second brain that never forgets because there's so much information. And if you don't have a digital notebook, that's going to cause stress, anxiety, overwhelm. There's so much information. You need a second brain that will never forget. We're doing a deep dive into Mac. I'm going to show you so many hidden shortcuts and secret windows. Just how you touch a computer is going to be 10 times faster. This is your infrastructure, your foundation. Then we're going to install a consulting mindset where you can think like a consultant. How do you analyze problems? How do you communicate solutions? Which is the best tool? This is critical. Then we meet the four wise men. These are four AI models that you're going to master. We're going to spend an entire day on ChatGPT mastery, not just prompting. We're building custom GPTs, building advanced AI agents. We'll cover memory, skills. Day two is GenSpark, researching AI agents, knowledge hubs, document generation. GenSpark is your research powerhouse. We're basically building you an army of AI agents, and this is your PhD level research powerhouse. Day three is Claude Mastery. Claude is your coding partner. We're going to learn how to code. We're going to learn how Claude thinks differently and how to leverage his strengths. Ooh, and day four, we're going to go deep into Gemini Mastery. Gemini integrates with Google Workspace and Google AI Studio is next level. And this makes it insanely powerful for certain tasks. By the end of month one, you're building custom GPTs. You've mastered prompt engineering across four different models. You've started to build automation projects. You're no longer just a basic ChatGPT user. You're someone who understands how to leverage multiple AI agents and models for different business use cases. That's month one, foundations, mindset, and the four wise men. Month two is where things get real. This is where you go from knowing AI to building AI systems. Automations and marketing mastery, two sides of the same coin. First, we're going to deep dive into NAN. NAN is your automation workhorse. This is where you're building workflows that connect APIs, databases, AI models, and third party tools so that automations happen without your intervention, freeing up dozens of hours for yourself, for teams, and for your clients. We're going to do a content automation, lead automation system, all visual with no code to start. And then we get into APIs. We're going to hook up the most powerful text, image and video generation models into your projects and automations so you have the most powerful agentic models doing your work for you. By the end of month 2, you built a content automation machine that generates content from research. You have AI agents that will read the articles, write in your brand voice, generate the image and video, and then schedule to publish multiple times a day without you lifting a finger. But here's the thing, automation without business context is worthless. So we're going to teach you digital marketing fundamentals. How do you position yourself as a consultant? What channels actually work? How do you even create content that attracts clients? We're teaching you how to create irresistible offers. How do you package your consulting services so people are begging to work with you? Content automation systems. How do you create content at scale using AI? How do you build a content engine that positions you as the authority? And towards the end of month 2, we're introducing developer level concepts. You're getting comfortable with VS Code, you're running your first Python scripts, you're understanding how code actually works, and you're building custom applications without writing a single line of code that can automate any business process. Month 2 is the bridge. We're going from I can use tools to I can build systems to solve real business problems. That's when you start thinking like a consultant. Month 3 is where you become certified. This is where everything comes together. Developer level capabilities in Capstone projects. First, we're going full developer. You're coding in Python and JavaScript. But here's the thing, AI is writing 95% of the code for you. You're just directing it. We're using VS Code like a pro. You'll understand how to read code, how to debug, and how to modify scripts. We're using GitHub for version control. You're pushing code, managing repositories, collaborating like a real developer. We're building agent orchestration systems with MCP. This is cutting edge stuff. You're creating AI agents that have tools, memories, and can work together. Custom tool creation. You're not just using tools, you're building tools for AI agents to use. Production deployment, you're taking systems from your local machine and deploying them to the cloud so they run 24/7. And then it builds into 3 capstone projects. And these aren't toy projects. These are production grade systems that you'll use not only in your business, but also to sell to clients. Project 1 is a LinkedIn automation system. This is a complete content automation pipeline. We're scraping news with APIs, summarizing with AI, generating images and videos, and posting to LinkedIn on a schedule. The system costs roughly about $100 to run and replaces an entire marketing team. And you can sell this to clients for $2,000 to $5,000. Project number 2 is a multi-agent personal. This is your personal AI operating system, automating email, calendar optimization, task management, knowledge capture, all automated with AI agents built using Claude. This is where you build your own personal Jarvis. And lastly, is a video content pipeline. We're generating scripts with AI, generating AI avatar videos with HeyGen, adding B-roll with AI video generators, and automating the entire production process. This is a $10,000 consulting deliverable because you're automating an entire marketing department. By the end of month 3, you are certified ready. You can walk into any room, talk to any developer, any business owner, any executive, and hold your own talking about AI. You're not just certified, you're dangerous. Plus, you'll have the portfolio, which will give you the confidence to. Here is your complete tech stack, every tool that you need to become a certified AI consultant as of today. Because I'm not going to lie, 3 months into this program, the curriculum may change because there's new tools, cheaper models, more powerful, easier workflows, but we'll adapt the curriculum so that you're using the best of the best tools. Just keep in mind, 1 month in AI is like 8 months in the real world, how fast things change. We'll be using ChatGPT, GenSpark, Claude, Google Gemini. Those are your 4 wise men. Notion's your second brain. And the end for automation, VS Code and GitHub, both free. Python, JavaScript, free programming languages. We'll be using OpenRouter for AI models, Kai for advanced automations, HeyGen and 11 Labs to build a digital clone or a digital avatar for video and voice, LinkedIn for marketing and content distribution. So total cost about 150. So that means for about 150 a month, you have a complete business tech stack that rivals companies spending $50,000 on software and doing things manually. And here's the kicker. Every one of these tools, I'm going to show you how to set it up, how to use it, and how to integrate them together. So you're not just buying 14 different courses. You're getting one program that teaches you how to orchestrate all of these consulting solutions. This is your toolbox that you'll have the skills and understanding that you could walk into any client, not only diagnose their business challenge, but also recommend the best best solution. So let's talk about what you actually get when you join the program. First, 36 one-on-one coaching sessions with me, not group calls, not group calls, not office hours where you're competing for attention. One-on-one, you and me, 60 minutes each. We're screen sharing, we're building together, we're troubleshooting your specific problems in your specific business. Every session is recorded and transcribed with notes and timestamps. You get lifetime access to those recordings. So when you need to review anything, it's easily discoverable. Second, I'm setting up your entire tech stack for you. I'm helping you set up your automations, your API, your accounts, so that everything is set up and working seamlessly. Third, you get an official certification. When you complete this program and build the 3 Capstone projects, you get a certified AI consultant certification. You'll also get invited to a private alumni community. This is where you network with other certified consultants, share clients, collaborate on projects. In that community is monthly Q&A calls. You're going to get ongoing support and curriculum updates as new tools emerge. This isn't a course you finish and forget. This is a network you're joining for life. So here's my guarantee, and that's important. Portfolio guarantee. By the end of this program, you will build 3 production systems. Number 1, a personal productivity system. This proves you can build internal tools for yourself and clients. Number 2, a content and marketing automation system. This proves that you could build marketing systems that generate leads and authority. Number 3, a client-ready consulting solution. This proves that you can deliver consulting projects for $5,000 to $10,000. These 3 projects become your portfolio, so when prospects ask, what have you built? You can show them any of these 3 systems and they will be super impressed. And that's your portfolio guarantee. 3 production systems, proven, working, ready to sell. No fluff, no theory, just real systems that generate real business results. Fundamentally, what's missing is implementation. Basically, knowledge is free. You could go to YouTube and learn any of the tools. You could go and buy dozens of courses and try and stitch it together, but it's not courses of what you need. To help you take full advantage of all the benefits of AI, you need a guide to take you from step 1 to step done, show you exactly what tools to use to actually get results in business. On the left side, this is where most people are stuck. You're a task executor. You're overwhelmed. You're doing everything manually. You're dependent on others for building things. But when you commit to the process, when you show up for 90 days, do the work, build the systems, you become this, an AI consultant, confident, certified, building systems, commanding respect in any room. You become the go-to authority when it comes to AI in your community. And right now, every business is looking for that AI consultant, that AI expert. They don't have it in-house or else they will already be ahead. They're struggling. They don't know how to use AI. They need you to show them how to use AI to work less and earn more. So the proof isn't what I say. The proof is in the transformation. And here's what I know. If you commit to the process, if you show up for those 36 sessions, if you build those 3 projects, you will transform. I've seen it happen dozens of times and I love it. From complete beginners to certified AI consultants in 90 days. That's the proof. All right, so big question. Are you ready to become a certified AI consultant? Because let me be straight with you, this program is not for everyone. If you're looking for a magic button that suddenly makes you money overnight, this is not it. If you're not willing to put in the 7 to 10 hours a week for 90 days, don't join. If you want another cheap $97 course that you'll never finish that's outdated, go buy one of those. But if you're serious, if you want to build a real skill that can generate an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month in consulting projects, if you want to stop being the person who uses AI and become the person not only who builds with AI, but everyone is hitting them up, hey, I need your help with AI, then this is for you. 90 days, 36 one-on-one sessions from beginner to certified. Now, most importantly, there are limited certification spots. Why? Because this is one-on-one coaching. I can only take a handful of people through this program at a time. And when spots fill up, they're gone. And you waste another month falling farther and farther behind. So here's what to do next. Go to simpletechskills.com, click on the AI Consultant Certification Program, fill out the application. I personally review every application, and if you're a good fit, we'll hop on a call. I'll walk you through exactly what to expect, and we'll get you started. But don't wait, spots fill up fast. Go to Simple Tech Skills right now, apply, and let's get you certified. I'm Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI, and I'll see you on the inside.